Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Better Call Paul. My name is Vivek Paul, and we are in our fourth lecture of our DevOps series, that is Jenkins. In our DevOps playlist, we have seen that how to create EC2 instance on AWS, how to select a particular machine on AWS server, like how to select Ubuntu. We have seen why to select only Linux operating system and not a Windows operating system. We have seen the top most commonly used 20 commands of Linux in our second video. Then after we have seen the Docker. What is the importance of Docker? What is the contribution of Docker in building a product? We have seen the difference between Docker images, Docker containers, how to run Docker applications, why to use Docker containers, what is exactly containers and images. We have learned this thoroughly in our third video, that is Docker. And in today's video, we are going to discuss about Jenkins. This is our fourth video of a DevOps playlist. So I will tell you in two parts. Like first is theory part, and another one is a practical part. First is theory, and another is practical. So in a theory part, like what is Jenkins, why to use Jenkins, how to use Jenkins, uh, what if we use Jenkins to build the product, and what if we don't use Jenkins to build the product. Means entirely all the types of questions I'm going to cover here. So, we know how to build a product and how to run the product. Building a product means like you have to write down a code in app.py, main.py file, requirement.txt, and you have to create a virtual environment. You have to pip install hackana requirement.txt and python main.py, python app.py. Your application will start running. So that is a workflow, right? Uh, but you can say that okay, the entire workflow I have described in only 10 seconds. So the workflow is like 10 seconds. Why to automate this 10 seconds only? But if you are a developer and you are building a big project, if you are building a big product, and that product is having more than 30,000 lines of code, 50,000 lines of code, maybe more than 1 lakh lines of code, and you are continuously updating the application, you are continuously integrating so many features into that product and making it more robust and powerful. So every time running the entire workflow step by step, it is hectic, and this is a simple workflow. There might be complicated workflows like testing the application, if the Docker is included, if Terraform is included, if a lot of DevOps services are included, then the workflow becomes longer, and every time you feel it tedious. Like okay, every time I have to install all the libraries. If you are using pip, then pip as a Python packager, then it will take I think maybe 5 or 6 minutes to install all the libraries. If you are using UV as a Python packager, library packager, then it may take 30 seconds, but every time it will take time, and a slight mistake in the workflow results into failure. So that's why what happens means it is like a developer's mindset. Some developers think to automate this process, how we can automate this process. So uh, they invent Jenkins. So there is one file, like in Docker section we have seen a Docker file, right? In Docker file, what is there? The various commands. There are Python lightweight machine. Then you have to run you have to install all the libraries inside the requirement.txt. Then you have to run the code. Means you have to run the container. That is a Docker file. So in Jenkins also there is a Jenkins file, and in that Jenkins file, there are various stages. That stages are nothing but the workflows. Each and every stage, the Jenkins will automatically follow, and it automatically completes it. How it completes it? So I will tell you. You have to first of all connect your source code, with the GitHub repository. And in that GitHub repository means every time you made some code changes, And if you push your code to GitHub repository, the changes will reflect on your GitHub repository. In that GitHub repository, there is a webhook trigger. This is very important. The webhook trigger is present. In that webhook trigger, you have to customize it. Means the URL you have to put. Means if your code is running locally on your laptop, then your local host URL should be there. If your source code is running on AWS server on EC2 instance machine, then that EC2 instance public ID should be there on webhook trigger, and that's webhook trigger, and we have put the Jenkins URL onto that webhook trigger of that GitHub repository. Once you make any changes, push the code, the GitHub webhook trigger will initiates the Jenkins files, and in that Jenkins file, a new building is processed. A new image is building. You can say in layman terms, and that pushes the code to AWS instance. Means pushes means uh, at the end there is a line like a Python main app Python run Python app.py or a Streamlit run app.py, means it is running your code. So this is the entire workflow which is present in the Jenkins file, and it initiates the application to run and you will see the application running on your browser. That is the most important contribution of Jenkins in your DevOps CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment. Continuous integration means what? A lot of developers are working on one single product. Few are working on one particular feature. Some are working on login feature. Some are working on payment feature, something like that. And everyone continuously push their code to GitHub repository. So that continuously building the images, that task is done by your Jenkins. Also, when you have your all source code is ready, then you have to deploy the code as well. So deployment is another stage. So that deployment stage is also taken care by your Jenkins file. So this continuous integration, continuous deployment, entire workflow automation is taken care by your Jenkins file. If you use Jenkins files, if you use Jenkins, then your time will reduce and your accuracy will also increase. So this is the most important part, and this is a little bit a theory part, concept clearing theory part. I will show you the practical code as well. So let's move on to another screen. So here you can see there are various files like app.py, simple app.py file. We have imported a Flask library. Then we have created this decorator function. Means whenever you are on this page, means on this slash, means on home page literally. Then you will see the name, like you will see this print statement. Okay, and this is running on this 5000 port. Git ignore, we have ignored this virtual environment Gen we have created this virtual environment. Then this is Jenkins file. This is the requirement.txt. Only one library is present because I use t3.micro free version on AWS EC2, to create this EC2 instance, which is having only 1 GB RAM. So we have moved towards the smaller library, lightweight library. Previously, I used Streamlit, but it was very heavy. The code is not running. The Jenkins and all, they are not fitting on to one instance. That's why for that restrictions, I converted to Flask. Okay, and now I will tell you, means I have told you the app.py. Now I will tell you the Jenkins file. So this is pipeline. I will show you what is pipeline exactly on Jenkins. And this just initiate the pipeline, and agent any means any kind of agent it will trigger. Then here are various stages. This is very important. Stage number one, steps to check out SCM. I will also show you what is SCM. So it is related with your GitHub source control management. Means it is related with SCM, source control management. It is related with your Git clone or Git pull push, these commands. Then second stage is install app dependencies. See, you can see here automatically. the libraries are getting installed. Why? Because in the backend you are running pip install hyphen-r requirement or txt, and in this specific file path only. So it will not deviate, and there will be no path conflicts. So it will strictly follow your Gen env virtual environment. Okay. Third stage is deploy. I have told you, like, this part is continuous integration, and this part is continuous deployment. So this is a deploy stage, CI CD, continuous deploy stage. Echo means this is just printing, like restarting Flask API. This is restarting our Flask app. Then it will sleep for 3 seconds, and it will check the Flask app status. Okay, so this is just 31 lines of Jenkins file. Okay, I will move to another screen. So first of all, I would like to tell you this GitHub repository, github.com/polvivek77 slash Jenkins. So this is the path of my Jenkins folder, and here are the commits. 31 commits I have. Means I was working very heavily. I was doing a lot of experiments, running this code, getting a lot of errors. I made changes in Jenkins files, so you can see 31 commits are there. First of all, I did Jenkins pipeline, then test pipeline, then test new. So trial and error, and finally the code is running right now. Okay, so you can see from yesterday. From yesterday, I am trying. So it is almost 48 hours. I am working on this video. I am working on this project. So 39 commits are there. Now the code is working well. So this is our instance. You can see if, within 30 seconds we can create any instance. So this is running on our t3.micro Jenkins CI/CD instance ID running, and instance type is t3.micro. We are in Mumbai region. Okay. Details is there. This is my public ID. This is very important. After that, instance state is running. VPC commands and so on, everything is there. And the most important part, I will tell you, the security group is there. So you can see here, uh, I will just go here, edit inbound rules. So you can see custom TCP 5000. This is where our Flask is running. 8080, this is where our Jenkins is running. So you have to put your public IP address and slash 5000. You will see the Flask app running. Slash 8080, you will see the Jenkins running. And public IP, which public IP? You can see this is our public IP. I will show you details. This is our public IP. You just have to click here, okay, to copy that. And these are our terminals. I will just do Control L, okay. So this is our terminal. This terminal I use to debug the application. This terminal I use to run the application, like Python main.py. And how I get this terminals? Simply to click here, connect. Okay. And you can see here, this is our public IP address, which 65.2.190.44. 65.2.190.44 and colon 8080. This is by default port 8080 for Jenkins. And inside the Jenkins, Jenkins, I will tell you in short about Jenkins. Jenkins is built on Java language. So you have to install the Java uh, first of all in your EC2 instance. Then you have to install Jenkins. After installing Jenkins, you have to add the plugins. You have to install the plugins, suggested plugins, not more than that. And then you will see this beautiful dashboard. After that, you have to click here new item, and you have to write down your application name or whatever product name. Then click on pipeline. You can see here, and okay, and GitHub project, or so GitHub hook trigger from Git SSM pulling. So you have to then save it. So I will show you the, like, So this SCM is related with this SCM, Git SCM pool. So I will not create this again because we have already created this. I will just go here, okay, and delete this pipeline. So I have created this Flask app pipeline 40 minutes ago, and currently the date and time is 15 June 2026, Monday 2043 is the local time. So I will just show you this, and this many builds I have created. You can see so many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 32. Okay. So what you have to do once you create this item, you have to go to this item, and you can click on build now as well, or if you trigger the webhook triggers, then it will automatically connect with your GitHub repository. I will show you where the GitHub webhooks present. You have to go to settings, then you have to go here webhooks. I have already set up my webhook, so here I will show you. Just one second. Use mobile GitHub. So, so it is asking me here. I will put the 39 number. 39. You can see I have put the 39 number, and I will approve it. So application is authorized. You can process. It is saying me app authentication request was approved. Okay, it is automatically seen over here. You can see. Then yes, here you have to put your payload URL. Which payload URL? So this is our this URL 8080. Okay, and this is our public ID 65.2.190.448080 application JSON we have to select. Then enable and just push event you have to select. Then update webhook. So this is most important thing. You don't have to manually build the uh, you don't have to manually build this Jenkins file. Okay, and right now the application is running, and you can see here my name is Vivek Code, because in the app.py file my name is Vivek Code is present. Okay, and if I made some changes over here, please do like, share, and subscribe to my youtube youtube channel, better call. Okay, so I will just show you, means I will just save this, then it will show me this pop-up. I have to write down here some commits, made some changes. Okay. Now before committing these changes, I want to show you something. Uh, right now we see only this output. Okay. And in our GitHub also, uh, I will show you one second. The commits are here only. Name is the last commit. Okay. Uh, just remember this thing. This is the output. Name is the last commit. Okay. And in our settings, this webhooks, you can see last delivery was successful. Okay. It's fine. And here our 30-second build is present. Okay. This is going to change automatically. 33rd is there. Okay. And also I will show you this console output as well. So this thing you have to just remember. This will automatically change. This will change to 33, and here you can see the commit is also going to change automatically. Okay, so I will just push the code, made some changes, commit, synchronize changes. Okay, it is changed now. Okay, I will show you. I will reload it. Yes, you can see made some changes. The committee changed. You can see, yes, 33 is now building. Okay, I will show you. This is in progress. You can see the console output as well. This is very important. In the console output, you will see the step-by-step stages workflow. Okay, if it is having some error, then it will not run, but mostly it will run. I will show you. It is taking some time because it is creating the virtual environment, it is building, it is installing the libraries present in the requirement.txt, but everything it is doing automatically. No human intervention is there. And after that, after building this application, you will see the changes over here as well. Instead of my name is Vivek only, you will see the different output as well. Just wait for a few seconds more, or 1 or 2 minutes, you will see, or maybe you will see some error. That's fine, we will debug it. So what happens, actually the build 33 was not worked successfully because because of the time lag. Before creating the video, I have run the application, all the builds were successfully working, but because of the time lag, the Jenkins server again restarted in the on the time of this building 33rd image. That's why it was failed. So I just interrupt it, and I again click here build now. If any build becomes unsuccessful, then you have to manually build this image. Okay, so this 34th build is working fine right now. I will just click on this 34th build. I will show you the console output here. Started by user Vivek code, and obtain Jenkins files from this GitHub .com Vivek code and Jenkins. I will click here. I will show you from this uh, the Jenkins trace our file, and all the stages: stage checkout, stage install dependencies, then deploy. So you can see here running Jenkins in this path. Then selected Git installation doesn't exist, recommended Git tool. Then this is our GitHub. This is the timeout 10 seconds. Fetching upstream changes from this URL means any kind of code change we make, it reflects here. So basically, it is working like a Git clone. Okay, every time you make some changes, push to Git. Because of the Git webhook, it triggers the Jenkins, and it will download the original source code. Then these are the stages. Okay, this is the GitHub URL, and you can see installing dependencies in the stage, then deploying the application, restarting the Flask services. You can see here. Uh, then this is the CPU timeout and so on, and finally it shows a successful result. Okay, so we have successfully built our 34th in Jenkins. So I will show you the changes are reflecting in our application or not. I will just reload it. You can see my name is Vivek code was the previous output. This is the additional output. Please do like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel, Better Call Paul. So this is the changes. I will again show you some changes. Okay, if you like my efforts, then please do like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. I will save it and paste it and make commit like made some changes in print. Okay, made some changes. Okay, commit synchronize changes. Okay, again we will go here. So in the Flask app, this you can see automatically after a few seconds, automatically there is 35th build will again initiate. We don't have to terminate it because there is no time lag. Okay, I will just reload it again. So first of all, I will also see here. Okay, now this is made some changes. Okay, now I will again reload it. If it is not building automatically, then sometimes it is showing some bugs. So we have to click over here, build now. I have clicked there. I will go in this build. I will go to console output. You can see the build is now running and finish with success. Okay, I will go here. This is our public ID 65 to 190.44. 65 to 190.44 colon 5000. 5000 is the Flask ID. And I will reload it. You can see if you like my efforts, then please do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So you can see automatically you don't have to install the libraries, you don't have to create the virtual environment and so on. Entire thing is automated with the help of Jenkins. Okay, so this is that was a very short application I have told you, and in a very simple way I have explained it to you. Of course, we got some errors because why we got some errors, I will explain you. Because we have installed the Java language, we have installed the Java inside our EC2 instance. We have to install the Jenkins inside our EC2 instance and Linux is also there in our EC2 instance. Flask library is also there. Virtual environment is also there, and our instance RAM is only 1 GB. The resources is only 1 GB available. So all this thing come together, and this it is very tight, uh, tight resources bounding. Okay, so because of this limitations, as we are running only on T3.micro, that is free version, so we have to use only 1 GB RAM, and because of that limitations, we got some errors in our Jenkins. But if we use some big resources like 4 CPU, T3 dot X large, T3 dot medium, and the cost of these resources is like 1500 rupees to 1700 rupees per month. Then it will run smoothly, and many of the applications you can run on your Jenkins on only one Jenkins server. Right now we have run the Flask app. Like that, you can run hundreds of applications on your Jenkins server as well. So that is the most powerful thing. You don't have to worry about creating virtual environment, then activating the virtual environment, then installing all the libraries inside it. So you don't have to worry about it. Just push your code to GitHub repository, and Jenkins will take care of other things. You can integrate many DevOps components like Docker Hub, Terraform inside your DevOps services, and all the things will be taken care by Jenkins. You don't have to manually intervene anything. So this is the most important part. This is the most important useful use case of your Jenkins. If you like my video, then and also if you like my efforts, then please do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.